The following program was paid for by Latino Cleveland.
This program was made possible by Global Cleveland, supporting the growth of Northeast Ohio's Hispanic community.
Este programa es hecho gracias a Global Cleveland, respaldando el crecimiento de la comunidad hispana en el noreste de Ohio.
Hola and good morning. Welcome to another episode of Yo Soy Latino Cleveland, the only show dedicated to highlighting Northeast Ohio's Hispanic community. I'm Myra, Rosario, your host, and I'm so happy you could join us today. Today's show is really exciting. We will be talking about the bullying epidemic with a Latino business owner who is dedicated to trying to make a difference in the lives of our children and our schools. We will also have several guests here from the Cleveland Clinic to talk to us about a really informative free event coming up at Lutheran Hospital. And then we will be shooting over to the cocina, the Latin kitchen, with Auroras Empanadas, yum, my favorite. Later in the show, we also have a major announcement for all our viewers about Yo Soy Latino Cleveland TV show. This is big, but you have to stick around to hear about the news. But first, to kick off the show, we have with us Jordan from Nurenberg Paris, one of our legal sponsors of the show. How are you?
I'm doing great, Myra. It's great to be here.
Oh, thank you. So share with our audience, what is Nurenberg Paris, the history?
Sure. Nurenberg Paris is a law firm based here in Cleveland. We've been around for over 85 years, and we specialize in personal injury, a variety of different types of litigation in the Northeast Ohio area, the Cleveland community and surrounding areas, as well as throughout the entire state of Ohio.
So what is a typical client for Nurenberg?
So, unfortunately, we deal with clients who have been injured due to no fault of their own. We represent clients who were hurt in automobile accidents, commercial motor vehicle accidents, such as large semi-tractors or trucks, along with aviation or airplane crashes and medical malpractice, birth trauma, birth injury type cases.
Now, is it pretty expensive for the services?
Well, actually, our fees that we take on the cases are purely contingent, which means that we only take a fee if we win your case. There's no cost, there's no fees up front, and of course we offer a free initial consultation. It's extremely important for everyone to know that when they contact a lawyer at Nurenberg Paris, me or any of the other lawyers at the firm, you can talk to us, we'll listen, we'll hear your concern, we'll hear what happened to you, and hopefully we can offer some sort of advice or guidance along the way.
I've actually heard the reputation is that you guys are very family oriented.
We are, very much so. There's a lot of family in the firm. Actually, my father is one of the attorneys at the firm. It's one of the reasons why I wanted to join the firm is because we don't treat our clients just like another number on a piece of paper or another case in the courtroom. We really like to get to know our clients. We like to learn about them, be with their family, have dinner with them, really spend time with our clients because they've been hurt and we just want to help them.
Oh, so why did you become a lawyer?
I wanted to be a lawyer. As growing up, I went to work one day with my father and I saw a client that he just settled a case for him, and the client said to my dad, you changed my life. You made my life better. And to me, when I saw the smile on my dad's face and the satisfied client, I just knew I can go to work and do the same thing that he does and have such a rewarding experience having someone tell me that I changed their life. It really, it's special.
So you're actually starting to get involved in the Hispanic community. We
are. I'm taking courses right now. I'm learning Spanish.
Nice.
I used to speak it better, but I'm trying even harder now. I'm going to become fluent very soon.
Nice.
And actually today, we're going to be at La Placita. We're going to be there all day. A couple of us from the firm, we're going to have a booth, and we'll be excited to meet and speak with anybody in the community who wants to meet the firm and see the faces of the firm and speak with anybody who's there.
Okay, so for our viewing audience, Placita is a special event going on today from 1 to 6, I believe. And it's on West 25th and Clark, in the
right.
heart of the community. So if our audience wants to get a hold of Nurenberg, how can they get a hold of you?
They can find us online at nphm.com. They can find us on Google. We have, we have a great website. They can look us up on Facebook, Twitter, any social media. We're on it all. Or of course, they can call us as well.
All right, great. Well, thank you for coming.
Absolutely.
Okay, and I'll
Thanks
see
for
you
having
later
me.
today.
I'll see you later.
Stay tuned, because when we return after this short break, joining us will be BNK Apparel talking to us about anti-bullying, so make sure you stay tuned. Welcome back to Yo Soy Latino Cleveland. With us today is Carlos Crespo from BNK Apparel. How are you?
Pretty good. Thanks for having me.
So where are you from? ¿De dónde tú eres?
De Arecibo, Puerto Rico.
Nice.
Yes.
So what is BNK? What's that stand for?
BNK stands for Bullying Not Cool, spelled with a K, of course.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes.
So what made you get into this anti-bullying type of thing, and what exactly do you guys do?
Sure. Well, what got me into it is just seeing the big issue worldwide, because it's not just a nationwide thing. The suicide rates, the high suicide rates in young teenagers. When you see someone committing suicide at the age of, 11, 12, and 13, that's a big issue. So I decided to kind of help tackle that through our trendy apparel.
So how does that work, like with the schools and the apparel?
Sure. Well, what we've done is we've developed a fundraiser program just to kind of mimic what the fundraisers do now. They raise funds for different school activities. We decided to put together a fundraiser program that promotes anti-bullying through trendy apparel that appeals to all ages, from teenagers to adults to grandmothers. So we have different designs that help show everyone else where you stand against bullying. And it also helps raise funds for different school districts. Funding is a big issue with a lot of schools, so it helps raise funds for trips, activities, instruments, and so forth. So
how long have you been doing this?
It's been a year now, and we're growing pretty fast, and we're in talks with Cleveland School District now to possibly apply this fundraiser program to all the schools. So
personally related to anti-bullying, what do you think some of the solutions are? Because I know you're creating awareness with the apparel. Sure. But what do you think some of the solutions are?
I think it's education, educating the teachers to see the signs, parents, and seeing the signs as well. Teachers in the classroom where they see the student possibly low grades, low attendance, and kind of education all the way around to notice the early signs of bullying, and then intervening with that and get more information off them.
Well, I think it's really great what you're doing, and the solutions that you're creating for the schools. So, do you partner with anyone other than schools?
No, actually, we own a screen printing company, so we're able to customize a fundraiser for every type of organization. So it doesn't have to necessarily be anti-bullying. If you're an organization that wants to raise funds for a certain cause or event, we could customize our fundraisers to fit your cause and your needs.
That's great. So why don't you share information on how they can get a hold of you? Well,
they can find us on facebook.com/BullyingNotKool with a K. And we also have a location at 7425 York Road in Parma, right next to Tri-C.
Okay. Is that a storefront?
It is a storefront and our screen print shop. So we also offer our screen printing services to small businesses, from small businesses to large organizations.
Great. Well, Carlos, thank you so much for coming and talking about this very important issue. Don't go anywhere. When we return, we will be looking at some great upcoming events in our community calendar in Tu Ciudad. So stick around. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Yo Soy Latino Cleveland. There's always so much going on in our community. We're going to take a look at some of these upcoming events in Tu Ciudad in your community segment. So make sure afterwards you stick around. I have a major announcement to make, and you don't want to miss it. And not to mention, we're going to be going to the cocina. So let's check out what's going on in our community. Welcome back to Yo Soy Latino Cleveland. With us now is Joaquin and Diana from the Cleveland Clinic.
Yes.
From the Salud organization?
Yes.
Right. So what is Salud?
I'm Joaquin dos Reis. We work at Cleveland Clinic. I work for the Center for International Medical Education and the Samson Leadership Program. I'm also the co-chair of Salud at Cleveland Clinic. Salud is the employee resource group for Hispanic and Latinos at Cleveland Clinic. It was founded in 2007 with the idea to improve health outcomes in the community and as well provide resources for the employees to improve professional development. Salud means health,
right.
and for us it's very important. We just received a national recognition of the Hispanic Association and Diversity Council. This is a great achievement for the whole group. I'm so proud.
Do you mean nationally?
Yeah, for the Diversity Council. So it's one of the top 25 diversity groups in the nation.
What do you think set you guys apart?
Well, we work with the community. It's not only with employees at the Cleveland Clinic. We go out of the Cleveland Clinic and help the community.
And it's primarily for Latinos?
Correct.
Oh, okay. So, Diana, you have an event coming up, or some type of community type of involvement?
Yes, we have an event coming up next week. It's going to be geared more towards, it's a community-based event. Talking a little bit more what Joaquin was just saying. We changed the structure a little bit of what Salud was. It started originally as a health fair, and we changed the structure a little bit more and have changed the structures to include the physicians, to make it more and include our Hispanic physicians, a little bit more, bring it to the community and give the community an opportunity to have interaction with those physicians in a more of a networking environment. So we're going to have an event next week geared towards diabetes, where we're going to have a panel of 4 physicians that will be speaking. Their specialties are pediatrics, nephrology, endocrinology, and internal medicine.
Wow. So what type of involvement? It's a panel discussion. Are they also, so the community can get involved, ask questions? What other type of things would they find when they get there?
Correct. We are here to invite the general public to attend and register and visit the Lutheran Hospital, which is on West 25th, near the West Side Market. We encourage them to register online, so the information will be available, which is survey.clevelandclinic.org, all together with the code to Familia 2015, and also they can call us and give us the information to the phone number 216-445-7318. Again, 216-445-7318. And it will be on Thursday, next Thursday, September 17th at 5:30 p.m.
Yeah, we also have the information for our audience right there. So I want to thank you so much for sharing with us what you guys do at the Cleveland Clinic, and thank you for this wonderful event. And I know diabetes is a big issue.
Correct.
In the Hispanic community. So thank you so much. So I will see you there.
Yes.
Don't go anywhere when we return. Auroras Empanadas is in the house cooking in the Cocina Latina. So we'll be right back after this. Welcome back to Yo Soy Latino Cleveland. I am excited because Monique Colon is here from Auroras. I knew it. Empanadillas, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Good. Now, our viewers have been really looking forward to this, making this type of dish. Can you share with our audience, what is it that you do here? What is it that we're going to make today?
Well, they say they have a couple different ways of saying it. Some people call them pastelillos, empanadillas, but empanadas is the most general form in all Hispanic communities. So that's what we're going to make. We're going to make empanadas.
Okay, let's do it.
All right. Well, hold on. I had a couple done here, so let me just pull these out so they don't burn. Okay. And then we're gonna make the traditional carne molida. So when I make it,
that's ground beef.
Ground beef. Correct.
Right.
Yes. And when I make it, I just I cook it. I'll drain out all the grease. Okay. I'll fry it with a little bit of sofrito, tomato paste, and add some seasonings. The sofrito's homemade, which I make myself too, and I do sell.
How would you explain to our audience exactly what sofrito is?
Sofrito is it's a Puerto Rican base. We use it for everything. It has cilantro, recao, peppers, garlic, onions, and yeah, we use it. It adds so much flavor for rice, meats, pernil, anything that you want to make that's Hispanic. Yeah. We use sofrito for it.
Awesome. Yep.
All right. So, and then I use the Goya discs. They're fairly cheap. I go to Mark's. They're 89 cents, which is the best price that I find. Wow. I have a press.
Can I join you?
It home style?
Yeah, I'm going to do it home style. I got a little plastic fork.
All right.
Where can our viewers find a press like that? Because that's kind of a simple way, right?
Yes. I got this on Amazon, and it came with 4 different sizes, and it was maybe like $6.
Awesome.
Yeah, so it's very cost effective. All right, so we're going to take roughly about 2 tablespoons of ground beef.
Oh, wow. That's a lot.
Yeah. I like to fill them so that people can get their worth.
Okay. Now I see you have here other things like rice and broccoli. What are you doing there?
Yes. I want other people who don't necessarily eat meat, vegetarians, and so to be able to still experience a little bit of the Spanish culture. Right. So I did traditional arroz con gandules, but I've added orange, yellow, and red peppers, as well as red and green onions. So it's kind of like a stir fry. Right. And then I do broccoli as well, and you can add cheese to any of them. So
is this
broccoli and cheese. Yes, this is the broccoli and cheese, and then I have here too the rice and veggies with cheese as well.
Okay.
All right. So I kind of go around and tuck and pinch the edges.
It's kind of like pierogi.
Yes. Right. Yes. A Puerto Rican pierogi.
Right. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna attempt this with a plastic fork. Right?
Just don't poke a hole in it, because otherwise it's gonna drain into the grease.
Oh my gosh.
All right. And then I just press it down on here. You're gonna want to just press it flat against the the cutting board. So then when you fork it, it'll be.
So tell me the secret when it's cracked like this. This is a personal question. What do you do? Just press it hard?
Yes, I just apply a lot of pressure. Like even after I press these in the press here, I will trim off the edges, which kind of closes it.
Oh, look at that.
And then
that's cool.
I will still press it before I put it in the oil, just to make sure that they're shut. You can even use water and put a little water around the edges. That will help with closing it too.
Now this is the way we do it at home, or and mine is not going to be that pretty.
Since I have to make a lot, this helps me, but I know I used to have to do it like that too. And then I would even just go on the other side too, just to make sure that it's closed, do both sides.
Okay.
It's like I said, opening, like the meat opening in the oil, or the empanada opening and the grease hitting, it doesn't work well.
Yeah, I know, that's eating a lot of grease right there. All right, so then what happens after this?
All right, and now we're just gonna take these, and we have our oil, and it's nice and hot, and we just set them in there. Roughly it takes like 2 to 3 minutes. This is just basic at home. I use a more industrial size just because I have to do more quantity, so it gets done a little bit quicker, but we have the oil hot enough that this shouldn't take long at all.
Now before we run out of time, can you share with our audience about the name Aurea?
Auroras.
Auroras. I messed it up.
It's okay. Aurora is my grandmother, and she used to cook for her church, for Gruss Hall, feed the poor on Sundays, and even just always at home, always having food. I mean, she would send my grandfather to pick us up with sorollitos, and we would come home, and it was just like a feast for an army, and it was just the 4 of us.
Now, I've heard that you deliver.
Yes.
Okay. Share with our audience your information so they can take advantage of it.
So my main form of contact would be via phone. My number is 216-556-1750. And then I do have a Facebook page, Auroras Empanadas. You can go to my website to get the full menu. It's www.aurorasempanadas.com. And those are my main 3 ways of contact.
Now, I'm sorry, but I have to taste this before we go. I want to thank you so much for coming.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
These are my favorite. Stick around, because in a moment, what you've been anticipating The big announcement, we'll be right back. Well, mi gente de la comunidad hispana, my people from the Hispanic community, I have a special announcement for you and for all of our loyal viewers in Northeast Ohio. Yo Soy Latino Cleveland TV show is moving to a new day and time. Because of your loyal support and feedback, we now have this wonderful opportunity that will begin Friday, October 2nd. So mark your calendars. That means that now you'll be able to find us on air every Friday from 12:30 to 1 in the afternoon. So reset your DVRs. It has been such a privilege to highlight our local Latino community and to also be a source of information and entertainment for Hispanics and non-Hispanics that love the Latin lifestyle. We have some really cool surprises in store for you with this big move. You won't want to miss it. So make sure you tune in, and again, set your DVRs, or you can also catch us on latinocleveland.com. And again, we're here every Friday. We will be here every Friday from 12:30 to 1 starting October 2nd, right here on WKYC Channel 3. I want to thank you, our viewers here at Latino Cleveland. We could not do this without you, each and every single one of you. Can't wait to see you, our new day and time. And in the meantime, you can always check us out in all our previous episodes on latinocleveland.com. Thank you.